Hey! Welcome to the show. I'm Michael. I'm a high school director. This is Chewie. This is his house.
Welcome to my house. I'm Sam, our middle school director, also known as Breakaway.
We are glad you joined us.
Yes, we are.
Click like and subscribe. Just click it! This weekend's Easter, and it's about one thing and one thing only.
Everybody knows Easter is about candy.
No, that's Valentine's Day.
Easter baskets.
And Halloween.
With candy.
And Sweetest Day.
It's about the Easter Bunny.
No, actually, he's been ordered to stay home this year.
Just like Kelsey.
We miss you, Kelsey. We don't know where you are, but actually it's about Jesus.
Good to know. Well, here's a random clip from Arthur.
This is one, right? This is one. Look at that greatness. Bam. So we're just gonna take that off. Diabetes, here I come. This another one. Double stacked up. We about to die. Stacks.
That was something.
Sure was.
Yes.
Yeah.
In last weekend's stream, we talked a little bit about these ideas of sin and separation and how they were defeated.
So this week we're talking about Easter and the resurrection and victory. And
Awesome.
Speaking of victory, we have a game. Even though Kelsey is not here, rest in peace. No, she's not dead. I'm just kidding. She's at home with preschoolers. Same thing. Even though Kelsey is not here, she's going to teach us how to play.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. Michael and Sam are gonna play Mad Gab. So one of you will read words that have a secret hidden code in them, and you got to find out what they're actually saying. That's it. Good luck.
Sam Frenchie 1 and Michael play Mad Gab.
You get a Reese's if you get it right.
No, the winner gets all 5.
Whoa!
Because maybe Easter is about candy.
I knew it!
I read it, and you tell me if you can figure it out.
Okay.
Pretty, shack, scent, like smelling scent.
Pretty. British accent.
I thought you said you sucked it.
I thought I did.
Okay, it's my turn.
Thumb, other, oven, fin, chin.
Some other invention.
No.
Some other of invention. The mother of invention.
That is what it is.
I did not know that was a phrase. Abe. High. Hollow. Cheat. Each. Her.
Abe, high, hollow, cheat, each, her.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might give up. It's just a biology teacher.
A biology teacher.
Oh, I knew.
I heard it as you were saying it.
Up, racked, hick, gulch, oak.
A practical joke.
Nope. Just kidding. That is what it is.
Ah.
Final round. Okay.
Wide. Hidden. Juke. All.
Was it juke or juked?
Juke.
The heck? I hate this game. Why didn't you call?
So I have to get it right on my first guess. Oh, we are
Yes.
done, son.
Rye, doubt, these, dorm.
Doubt these. These. What the heck? Doubt these. Right. Doubt these. Ride out these. Dorm. East. Ride out east. Thorpe. I don't know.
Ride out the storm.
Who's a D Storm?
It's on the cards.
Candy.
Oh, looks like I got the victory today.
You know, we like to win, but we don't always win. Have you ever had a time that you felt like you really wished that you needed a do-over?
Definitely. Definitely have felt that. But I feel like maybe you felt that as well, Michael.
Yeah, I felt that a lot of times. So no, I had this one time in college. I actually got a do-over. So it was one time in college where y'all know what scantrons are, right? So that's a test. You got to fill in the bubbles. Well, I had completely forgotten about a test. Like completely forgotten, hadn't paid attention. Showed up to the class that day, and kind of like almost in a dream, you know, where you come to class in your dream, you're like, "There's a test? What?" That's exactly how I felt. I walked in.
I've never felt that before.
And I knew nothing on it. And it was a really big one. I don't know how I forgot it. The next day, the teacher sent us an email and said, I don't know what happened. Something went wrong with the Scantron system, and everyone gets to retake it.
That's crazy.
And I got a do-over, and I got like 95% on that test.
Wow.
Whereas I know the second time around, I got them all wrong the first time.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, that's what these are. Yeah, so I ended up getting a do-over, but we don't always get a do-over, and we don't always win. And speaking of winning, we asked some students if there was a competition between some different things or some different people, who would win, and here's what you guys said.
Which of these would win in a fight?
Chuck Norris versus Keanu Reeves.
Chuck Norris, just because he has experience.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, because he's like the John Wick guy.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves would win?
No contest. Chuck Norris wins.
So I think Keanu Reeves would win.
Definitely Chuck Norris.
Keanu Reeves?
Probably Chuck Norris, right?
Yeah.
Chuck Norris, just because, I don't know. It's just gut instinct.
Keanu Reeves? That's a cool name.
Keanu Reeves, man. The Matrix.
Keanu Reeves, because Chuck Norris is old.
Old Betty White versus young Betty White.
Old Betty White all day.
Old Betty White.
Young Betty, I don't even know who those people are.
Old Betty White.
The old Betty White.
I'm all about old blood, but I don't think she could take young Betty White.
Old Betty White would win.
Betty White on Golden Girls could definitely win against old Betty White.
Young Betty's got good knees.
Old Betty White would win.
Probably young Betty White.
Old Betty White. I feel like she could put up a pretty good fight.
Old Betty White, man.
Probably young Betty. Less fragile.
Panic at the Disco versus Fallout Boy.
Panic at the Disco.
Fallout Boy?
Well, let's go with Fallout Boy.
Fallout Boy.
Definitely Fallout Boy.
Panic at the Disco would run away screaming as soon as they heard there was a fight.
I think Panic at the Disco would win.
All band members, so it's a brawl. Definitely Fallout Boy, just because a lot of their songs are like screaming.
Fallout Boy, just because their name sounds better.
Fallout Boy?
Fallout Boys. Yeah.
Fallout Boy, because I like them better.
Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco, man, because my last name's Panic.
Flint Water versus a Brita Filter.
Flint Water.
Burrito Filter.
I think the Brita Filter.
Flint Water.
A Brita Filter.
A Brita Filter.
No, Flint Water's taking them out 100% of the time.
Brita Water.
Flint Water.
Flint Water, because they're going to play dirty.
Brita Filter?
I have faith in the filter.
Probably the Filter?
Flint Water all the way, because a Brita Filter, they're terrible.
Rocky Balboa versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Rocky.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Gotta go with the Rocky.
Rocky.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Gotta go with the Rock.
I gotta give it to The Rock on this one. Rocky, you watch all of his movies, this dude loses like at the beginning every single time. And Rock, he's pretty beefy.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I'm torn, but I'm gonna say Rocky.
The Rock.
Rocky Balboa?
The Rock.
My dad would be disappointed in me for saying this, but I think The Rock would win.
Rocky Balboa. Adrian!
Probably Rocky. I mean, he beat the Russian guy, so.
Sam versus Michael versus Kelsey.
I feel like Kelsey could beat Sam and Michael.
Kelsey.
I have to go with Sam.
Michael.
Sam.
My boy Michael.
We all know that Michael's not gonna do anything. I gotta give it to Sam.
I think Kelsey would win because she's so good at like rapping and everything. And she's just amazing.
Shorter people have more power and also girl power. So I say Kelsey.
Sam, because Sam's got the reach.
Kelsey would win.
Sam. Sorry, Michael. I'm gonna say Sam.
I think Kelsey.
Kelsey will kick both of your guys' butt.
So clearly there were some winners and some non-winners in this game. And yeah, that's just a game, but I think about that for our own life. getting a do-over for when we lose. It's huge to know that we get a second chance at life through Jesus, and a life where we win.
Absolutely.
And we're guaranteed to win. Like, that's part of what the Easter story is about.
Yep. I think even the idea of the old having gone and the new having come, in the New Testament it talks about putting on the new clothes of Christ that we're able to receive because of what Jesus did on the cross for us, and because not only what he did on Good Friday, but what he does on Easter Sunday in the resurrection. I think of my life and the way that I was living before I really knew Jesus, around the time I was 18, 19, and some of the things I was getting into that weren't good. They were not leading me down a good path. Whether it was the people I was hanging out with, whether it was the things I was doing or things I was getting into. But what's interesting as I was thinking about it is, because we all have things that maybe aren't leading us towards Jesus, but it wasn't even the things that I was doing, it was what those things were doing to me, and how I was treating those things. Because things like girls and relationships were all of a sudden becoming my identity and what I was putting my worth in. Or the parties I was going to were things that I was being drawn to because they were filling a void in me that was only designed for God to fill. I didn't really know that there was a new hope. I didn't know that there was another path even for me. But once I knew him, once I came into a relationship with him, I was able to realize kind of this newness, this new victory, and this new perspective on the life that I have here on this earth. And so that's something that exists for not just me, not just you, but everyone.
So this weekend, we are talking about that victory. We are talking about that ultimate win and how you can have that too. That life that Jesus said that we could have, you can have that. And that's what we're talking about this weekend.
Yes, make sure Sunday stream 10:30 for Breakaway and 5 o'clock for Edge. Make sure that you tune in.
Right here on this channel. And also, if you're on Instagram, here's our handle for Instagram. Monday through Friday, we are live at 5 p.m. and we randomly choose one day throughout the week to give out some prizes. And then in the comments, make sure you answer this question. What do you wish you could do over?
Ooh.
We'll see you Sunday.
What are you doing? Oh, going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
With your lightsaber.
I'm putting my lightsaber in the corner. Not that weird. Alexa, play Careless Whispers. Alexa.
Dang it.
Don't. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. That's all right. We had a toilet flush in the background.
What Reese's did on the crop.
Another middle school director. Again. Seems to be a weekly thing.
We will do...
Oh, I just licked my finger.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.